Most cars follow a simple rule of engineering: put the engine in the front. It balances the weight, improves stability, and makes the car easier to control. But one of the most legendary sports cars in history decided to do the exact opposite. The engine of the Porsche 911 sits behind the rear axle, by every traditional rule of car design. This layout should not work, so why did engineers build it this way? And more importantly, why did they never change it? To understand this strange design choice, we need to go back to the 1930s. The story begins with the Volkswagen Beetle. This car was designed by the legendary engineer Ferdinand Porsche, and the Beetle also had something unusual. Its engine was mounted in the rear. Why? Because it was cheap, simple, and practical. Rear engines eliminated the need for a long drive shaft and allowed more space inside the car. It also improved traction for small engines. Years later, Porsche's son Ferry Porsche decided to build a sports car based on similar engineering principles. That car would eventually evolve into the Porsche 911. From a pure engineering perspective, putting the engine in the back creates a huge problem. Weight distribution. In most cars, the weight is balanced roughly 50-50 between front and rear. But in the early 911, nearly 60 to 65% of the weight sat in the rear. That creates a dangerous condition called oversteer. When turning at high speeds, the rear of the car can swing around violently. This made early 911s famously difficult to drive. Some drivers even described them as widowmakers. So why keep such a risky design? Because the rear engine also has one massive advantage: traction. When a car accelerates, weight naturally shifts toward the rear wheels. If the engine is already sitting on top of those wheels, the tires get even more grip. This gives the 911 incredible acceleration and corner exit speed. For racing and performance driving, this is a huge benefit. It's one reason the 911 became so dominant in motorsports. Over the decades, the car won countless races, including events at the legendary 24 Hours of Le Mans. The design that once looked like a flaw became a competitive advantage. Of course, engineers didn't just leave the design unchanged, they spent decades improving it. Modern 911 models now use advanced suspension systems, wider rear tires, electronic stability control, sophisticated aerodynamics. All these technologies help manage the tricky rear weight balance, and over time the handling improved dramatically. Today, the Porsche 911 is considered one of the best handling sports cars in the world. By now, Porsche could easily move the engine to the middle or front. Many competitors already do this. But Porsche refuses. Why? Because the rear engine has become part of the car's identity. It gives the 911 a unique driving character that no other car can replicate. And after decades of refinement, Porsche engineers have turned what once seemed like a mistake into one of the most distinctive engineering designs in automotive history. So the next time you see a Porsche 911, remember, its engine placement might look strange, but that strange design is exactly what made it legendary. Sometimes in engineering, breaking the rules is what creates history.